Civil Minor Act MCQ on Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869. Hello everyone, welcome you all at Legible Law. My name is Prashant Kadam. This video is all about Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869. This is third part of Civil Minor Act MCQ series. In this video, we have made an attempt to provide questions on level, pattern, language, analyze and observe in second year LLB Civil Minor Act paper conducted recently. Many of the questions are memory based and discussion based. We hope that our experience will surely add on to your preparation. So guys, make most out of it. All the best for your studies. Now let's begin with questions. Question 1. When was the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869 was enacted? Options are A. 19th March 1869, B. 19th April 1869, C. 19th March 1867, D. 19th April 1867. And the answer is A. 19th March 1869. On this day, the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869 was enacted. Question 2. Who is empowered to alter and create districts under the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869? And the options are A. High Court, B. Supreme Court, C. State Government, D. Collector. Answer is C. State Government. State Government has capability to alter and create districts under the Maharashtra Civil Code Act. According to Maharashtra Civil Act Section 3, Alteration and Creation of District, the Maharashtra government may from time to time, by notification in official gazette, alters and create new district for the purpose of this act. 3. The state government appoints which of the following? A. Joint District Judge, B. Additional District Judge, C. Civil Judge, D. All of the above. And the answer is D. All of the above. State government can appoint each one of them. They are Joint District Judge, Additional District Judge and Civil Judge. Moving to the next. Question 4. District Judge shall ordinarily hold district at ... And the options are A. Sadar Station, B. Any location in the district, C. Other district, D. None of the above. And the right answer is option A. Sadar Station, the district judge shall ordinarily hold the district court at Sadar Station. As per the section 6 of the Maharashtra Civil Code Act, the situation of the district court says the district judge hold the district court at Sadar Station but may with the previous sanction of the High Court hold it elsewhere within the district. Question 5. What are the duties of district judge? A. General control over all civil courts and their establishment within the district. B. Inspect the proceeding of all the courts subordinate to him. C. To give such direction with respect to matters not provided by the law as he thinks. D. Shall refer to the High Court all such matter as appears to him to require that the rule of court should be made thereupon. And the option E is all of the above. The correct answer for this is option E. All the mentions here from option A to D are the duties of judge, consisting of having control over all the civil courts and their establishment within the district, and inspecting proceeding of all the subordinate courts, to give some direction with respect to matters not provided by law as he may think necessary, and lastly shall refer to the High Court all such matters as appears to him to require that rule of that court should be made thereupon. And adding to that, as per the Act, Section 9 is has it's mention about the duties and responsibility of the district judge. Moving to the question 6. Question 6. What is the shape and size of the seal of the district judge? And the options are A. Rectangular, 1.5 inches in diameter. B. Circular and 2 inch in diameter. C. Circular and 1/2 inches in diameter. D. Rectangular and 2 inches in diameter. And the answer is option B. Circular, 2 inches in diameter. The section 11 of the Act, Seal of the District Judge of the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869 says that the district judge shall use a circular seal 2 inches in diameter, which shall bear thereon Ashoka capital motif with the following inscription in English and the principal language of the district. Question 7. The seal of district judge bear which of the following words? A. Ashoka capital motif. B. Satymev Jayate. C. Yato dharmastato jayah. D. None of the above. And the answer is option A, which is Ashoka capital motif. As mentioned in section 11, the seal of the district judge seal shall bear the wordings Ashoka capital motif. Question 8. The appeal from decree and orders of additional district judge exceeding 1 crore rupees should go to whom? And the options are A. District Judge, B. Supreme Court, C. High Court, D. No such provision is mentioned by the Act. Correct answer is High Court. That means appeals from decree and orders of the additional district judge which are exceeding 1 crore rupees should go to the High Court. Question 9. The appeals from decree and orders of the additional district judge up to 1 crore rupees should go to whom? And the options are A. District Judge, B. Supreme Court, C. High Court, D. No such provision is mentioned by the Act. And the answer is A. District Judge. The appeal from the decrees and orders of the additional district judge up to 1 crore rupees should go to the district judge. Now here there is a little bit hint for the question 8 and 9. Now both questions are related to additional district judge and their orders and decree. So when orders and decree are greater than 1 crore rupees, then it goes to the High Court, and when they are up to 1 crore rupees, then they go to the district judge. Okay, please bear this in mind. Moving to the question 10. Question 10. The district judge may refer to any additional district judge subordinate to him for any original suits and proceeding for criminal nature. So here we need to identify whether this statement is true or false. The options are visible. A is true, B is false. And the correct answer is B, false. That means the given statement is false. According to the section 16 of the original jurisdiction of additional district judge says that district judge may refer to any additional district judges subordinate to him for any original suits and proceeding relating to civil nature, not the criminal nature. And hence, as per the section 16 of the Act, this statement is false. Proceeding to question 11. Question 11. The seal of additional district judge is same as dash dash dash. Option A, district judge. Option B, civil judge junior division. Option C, civil judge senior division. And option D, none of the above. The correct option is A. The seal of additional district judge is same as the seal of district judge. This is mentioned in the section 20 of the Maharashtra Civil Court Act 1869 additional, and it says that additional district judge to use seal of district judge to every additional district, judge shall use the seal of district judge to whom he is additional district judge. Question 12. The civil judge can be judge for more than one subordinate court, whether the statement is true or false. Option A is true, option B is false. So answer to this is option A, which is true. A civil judge can be a judge of more than one subordinate court. The section 23 of the Act, situation of the subordinate court, has mentioned about the same. Question 13. Who can fix the number of days to be held by civil judge in case he is appointed for more than one subordinate courts? Options are A, district judge, B, High Court, C, district judge subject to control of High Court, D, none of the above. The right option for this is option C, the district judge subject to the control of the High Court. According to the section 23, in a scenario when civil judge is a judge of more than one subordinate courts, in that case the district judge subject to the control of the High Court can fix the number of days to be held by civil judges in respect to subordinate courts. Question 14. Who can appoint civil judge? A, district judge, B, High Court, C, state government, D, central government. And the answer is B, High Court. High Court can appoint joint civil judge. Like I said, the appointment of the joint civil judges is done by the High Court for the purpose of the assistant judges of the subordinate court, and this is given in section 23 of the Act. Question 15. Joint civil judge cannot hear and determine which of the following suits unless the value of the said suit falls within the limits of pecuniary jurisdiction conferred on him by the Act. Options are A, suit instituted under section 4 of the Deccan Agriculturist Relief Act 1879. Option B, suit instituted under section 69 or 71 of Indian Lunacy Act 1912. C, suit instituted under section 7, 18 or 14 of the Guardians and Ward Act 1890. D, suit instituted under section 1 or 17 of the Ahmedabad Talukdar Act 1862. And the answer is option A. Suit instituted under section 4 of Deccan Agriculturist Relief Act 1869. Question 16. How many classes of civil judges are given under the Maharashtra Civil Courts Act 1869? And the options are A. Two classes, Civil Judge Senior Division and Civil Judge Junior Division. Option B. Three classes, Civil Judge Senior Division, comma, Additional Civil Judge Senior Division and Civil Judge Junior Division. Option C. Four classes, Civil Judge Senior Division, comma, Joint Civil Judge Senior Division, comma, Additional Civil Judge Senior Division and Civil Judge Junior Division. Option D. There is no classification given in the Act. And answer is option A. Two classes, the Civil Judge Senior Division and Civil Judge Junior Division. And this is given in section 24 of the Maharashtra Civil Court Act 1869. Question 17. This is a true-false statement. And the statement is, the jurisdictions of Civil Judge Senior Division extends to all original suits and proceedings of a criminal nature. Options are A. True, B. False. Answer to this is B. False. The given statement is false. It is mentioned in the section 24 of the Act that the jurisdiction of Civil Judge Senior Division extend to all original suits and proceedings of the civil nature, not the criminal nature. Question number 18. The jurisdiction of Civil Judge Junior Division should not exceed, and the options are A. 5 lakh, B. 10 lakh, C. 25 lakh, D. 50 lakh. The answer for this is 5 lakh, option A. The section 24 classes of civil judges of the Act has mentioned about this. It states that the jurisdiction of Civil Judges Junior Division extends to all original suits and proceedings of a civil nature, subject to the matter does not exceed its amount to the 5 lakh. Moving to the next. Question number 19. The limit of 5 lakhs rupees can be increased to 7,50,000 rupees in case of the jurisdiction of Civil Judge Junior Division if, and the options are A. The Civil Judge Junior Division has the expense of than 10 years or more. B. The Civil Judge Junior Division specially recommended in this behalf by the High Court. Option C. Both A and B. And option D. Neither A nor B. The answer for this is option C. Both A and B. That means the limit of 5 lakh rupees can be increased to 7,50,000 rupees in case of jurisdiction of Civil Judge Junior Division if he has experience of near to 10 years or more and he is specially recommended by the High Court. Hence option C, both A and B are correct. Question number 20. The decrees and orders passed in appeal by dash 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 shall have the same force as if passed by a district judge. And the options are A. Civil Judge Senior Division, B. Judge of a Court of Small Causes, C. Additional District Judge, and option D. All of the above. The correct answer for this is option D. All of the above. Hence, the decrees and orders so passed in the appeal of the Civil Judge Senior Division, Judge of Court of Small Causes, and Additional District Judge shall have same effect and force as if passed by the district judge. And the section 27 of the Act has mentioned about it. Question number 21. What is the jurisdiction of the Court of Small Causes which can be conferred by High Court to Civil Judge Junior Division. Repeating the question, what is the jurisdiction of the Court of Small Causes which can be conferred by a High Court to Civil Judge Junior Division? And the options are A. Not exceeding 12,000 rupees, B. Not exceeding 6,000 rupees, C. Not exceeding 9,000 rupees, D. Not exceeding 15,000 rupees. The correct option is option B, not exceeding 6,000 rupees. The jurisdiction of the Court of Small Causes which can be conferred by High Court to the Civil Judge Junior Division should not be exceeding 6,000 rupees. This is given in section 27 of the Maharashtra Civil Court Act 1869. Moving to the next, question number 22. What is the jurisdiction of the Court of Small Causes which can be conferred by High Court to Civil Judge Senior Division? And the options are A. Not exceeding 12,000 rupees, B. Not exceeding 6,000 rupees, C. Not exceeding 9,000 rupees, and D. Not exceeding 15,000 rupees. The option A is the correct answer for this, not exceeding 12,000 rupees. As mentioned in the section 27 of the Act, the jurisdiction of the Court of Small Causes which can be conferred by High Court to the Civil Judge Senior Division should not be exceeding 12,000 rupees. Moving to the next, question number 23. What is the shape and size of the seal of the civil judge? And the options are A. Rectangular and 1.5 inches in diameter, B. Circular and 2 inches in diameter, C. Circular and 1.5 inches in diameter, D. Rectangular and 2 inches in the diameter. And the right answer for this is option C, circular and 1.5 inches in diameter. This is given in section 29, seal of the civil judges of the Act. So here one thing I would like to add, that the shape of the seal of the judges is always circular. Okay, it just differ in the size. Okay, so while selecting an option, you can just ignore any shape other than circular and just think on the size, what is exact diameter for seal of the respective judges. Question 24. Where should be the tables of the fees so prescribed shall be published as per the provision in Maharashtra Civil Codes Act 1869? And the options are A. In the official gazette, B. On the main gate, C. Outside of the courtroom, D. In the courtroom. And the answer is option A, in official gazette. This is given in section 42 of the Maharashtra Civil Code Act, that so the fees shall be prescribed in the official gazette. Question 25. Which is a weekly holiday for district and subordinate court? Options are A. Sunday, B. Monday, C. Saturday, D. No holiday. And the option is Sunday. As given in section 43, sittings of courts of the Act, the district and subordinate courts shall sit from day to day except on Sunday. Hence, Sunday is a weekly holiday for district and subordinate courts. Question number 26. The adjournment period of civil courts should not exceed Options are A. 6 weeks in each year, B. 6 weeks in consecutive 2 years, option C. 7 weeks in each year, option D. 7 weeks in 2 consecutive years. And the answer of this is option A, 6 weeks in each year. According to the section 43 of the Act, the adjustment period of civil code should not exceed 6 weeks in each year. Question number 27. The rules for proceeding of each civil code are prescribed by. Options are A. District Court, B. State Government, C. Central Government, D. High Court. The correct answer for this is option D, High Court. The rules for proceedings of each civil code are prescribed by the High Court, and the section 41 of the Maharashtra Civil Code Act has mentioned about the same. Question 28. Who prescribes the fees to be taken for any process issued by any court, the constitution of which is declared by this Act or by an other officer of such court? Options are A. High Court, B. State Government, C. Central Government, D. District Court. The answer of this question is option A, High Court. The relevant section is the section 42, Fees for Process of the Act. It states that the High Court shall from time to time, with sanction of the state government, prescribe and regulate the fees to be taken for any process. Question number 29. The name of the Maharashtra Civil Codes Act 1869 was amended from Bombay Civil Codes to Maharashtra Civil Code Act through which of the following amendment? Options are A. 2011 amendment, B. 2018 amendment, C. 2015 amendment, and D. None of the above. Answer for this is option C, 2015 amendment. Through 2015 amendment, the name of Bombay Civil Code has changed to Maharashtra Civil Code Act under the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869. Question 30. The section 28C was inserted through which amendment? Options are A. 2011 amendment, B. 2015 amendment, C. 2018 amendment, D. None of the above. The right answer is option B, 2015 amendment. So the section 28C was inserted through 2015 amendment to the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869. Question 31. In the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869, amount 10 lakh was amended to 1 crore in section 16, section 28A and section 26 by which of the following amendment? Options are A. 2011 amendment, B. 2015 amendment, C. 2018 amendment, D. None of the above. And the answer is 2015 amendment. So through 2015 amendment, the amount 10 lakh was was increased to 1 crore in section 16, section 28A and section 26 into the Maharashtra Civil Codes Act 1869. Question 32. In the Maharashtra Civil Codes Act 1869, section 28B was inserted through which of the following amendment? Options are 2011 amendment, B. 2015 amendment, C. 2018 amendment, D. None of the above. Answer is option A, 2011 amendment. So the section 28B was inserted into the act through 2011's amendment. Question 33. In Maharashtra Civil Codes Act 1869, amount 1 lakh was amended to 5 lakh in section 16, section 24, section 26 and section 28 by which of the following amendment? And the options are 2011 amendment, B. 2015 amendment, C. 2018 amendment, D. None of the above. And answer to this is option A, 2011 amendment. So the amount 1 lakh was amendment to 5 lakh in section 16, section 24, section 26 and section 28A by 2011 amendment into the Act Maharashtra Civil Code to 1869. Question 34. Who will assume the charge of district judge in event of his death or his absence or his incapacity to act? Options are Option A, first rank joint district judge. In his absence, first rank additional district judge. In his absence, first rank civil judge. Option B, additional district judge. Option C, directly civil judge. Option D, none of the above. And answer is option A, first rank joint district judge. In his absence, first rank additional district judge, and in his absence, first rank civil judge. So all of these will assume charge of district judge in event of his death or his absence or his incapacity to work, and this is mentioned in section 35 of the Act, that is Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869. And the last question, question 35. Who will assume the charge of civil judge in the event of his death or temporary absence or his suspension? And the options are A district judge may empower any judge of the subordinate court. Option B, district judge shall empower any judge of the subordinate court. Option C, High Court judge may empower any judge of the subordinate court. Option D, High Court judge shall empower any judge of the subordinate court. Answer to this is option A. A district judge may empower any judge of the subordinate court, and this is mentioned in section 37 of the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869. Well guys, that's all about the Maharashtra Civil Code Act 1869. Thank you all for spending your time. We hope that this must have helped you in some way. And what you all need to do is to like, share and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned with the updates. And we are trying to cover the remaining act. So if you subscribe to the channel, so you will get the update. Finally, best of luck to you all for your studies. Thank you all.